Hi folks, Kelvin here. We run coach for Leeds and surrounding areas as well as online coaching. In this little video, I'm going to share some thoughts on the base building phase of training. This is often done in the winter when races are less frequent, and it can prepare us to add more race-specific work as we get closer to races, maybe later in the winter or early springtime. A base building phase shouldn't be just volume. Fitness gains plateau really quickly on volume alone, and the other challenge with volume, obviously, for it to be a new stimulus, it needs to grow, and it just ends up really time consuming. So when I think of a base, I don't just think about an aerobic base, I think about a speed base, so doing things like strides and rhythm work. I think about a strength base, so starting to bring maybe some strength training that's maybe over the previous couple of months it's dropped to a maintenance level, and I want to actually develop more strength through the winter to be able to handle more work when the time comes. I think about building a base around lactate threshold 1 and lactate threshold 2. So that's kind of like top end of zone 2 type work, and also, classic threshold work around LT2. I'll also build a base for VO2 max, and there won't be as much of certain elements as there would at certain times of race specific work. And an example would be there won't be as much VO2 max work as I would do if I was training for a 5k, but there'll either be some VO2 max work in there, or I'll start progressing sessions towards VO2 max, so that in that 2 to 3 months time, when I'm actually thinking about putting in a VO2 max block, I'm prepared, and then my training doesn't look dramatically different to how it did, let's say, last week or the week before that, because what our body doesn't like is sort of dramatic changes. So an example might be I might do strides twice a week. So I might do 6 to 8 times 30 seconds. I might take one of those sessions to a hill, and then I might take that 30 seconds and start to elongate it to 45 seconds. Then I might drop that from 6 to 8 to 4 to 6 and maybe bring those up to like 1 minute, and then I'll progress that over the next couple of months to maybe 10 to 12 minute hills. So that's like that's a VO2 max session. So I'm preparing my body for the demands that it's going to experience in 2 to 3 months time. So I hope that makes some sort of sense. And if you've got any questions on base building, let me know in the comments below. And for now, happy running.